You guys can hear me. Well, might as well get started.
Might as well.
It's, what's the time? 1:30?
Are we using the microphones?
Huh?
Are we using those?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Alright, it's stuck on you. I can't get
Stuck
it.
on this. There you go. Yes.
Yes, there's obviously chocolate every time. If you ask a question, you get a chocolate. Is your question, can I have a chocolate? In which case, yes.
Get a chocolate if I ask that question?
I mean, rules-wise, yes, I suppose. Like, you ask a question, you get a chocolate. If you ask a question, can I get a chocolate? That is a question.
Well, I was going to ask for a chocolate. I was going to ask who's the guy with the moustache.
Who's the guy with the moustache? Oh, that's Curtis.
Yeah.
Wait,
All these photos are of Curtis. Alright, we might as well start with like introductions,
Yeah.
so you guys know where we're coming from, so it's easy to figure out who to ask questions to.
Yeah.
I don't believe this is working, by the way.
It doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like.
You turned it off, mate. It's on. Now it's on. Oh, hello. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, introductions. This is Canberra YouTubers panel. We are from the Canberra YouTubers Facebook page. It's like our little community we started to make a few years ago, actually, like 2012 or something.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so I am Lachlan Links. Pathetic Industries is the YouTube channel. I just kind of do anything I want. I do a lot of voice videos, like tutorials on how to do voice acting, filmmaking and sketches and stuff, just general anything. I'm like the jack of all trades, but the master of nothing at all. And then we got Cam.
Alright, so yeah guys, my name is Cameron Burgess. I run the YouTube channel Kamikaze78. Yeah, yes indeed. I am a gaming content creator on YouTube and on Twitch. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years now. Twitch, a little bit more recently getting into that, but yeah, basically a gaming content creator, and I'm partnered with Wargaming, so have had my fair share of sort of growth through some certain deals with certain gaming companies, and yeah, that's essentially me. Move on to Curtis.
Alright. G'day. Hello. Hello. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, my name's Curtis Wardley. I do guitar covers on YouTube, mainly in the kind of rock metal genre. It's more of a
Professional.
it's more of like a professionally recorded thing where everything is meant to sound very close to what the original studio recording is. So I'll get the song, I'll lay down the tracks to it as close as I can, and then get it all on film, different angles and stuff like that. I've primarily focused on bands like Metallica, Trivium. I've gotten a lot of, mostly Trivium actually. I've got a lot of people who ask for Trivium stuff, they really enjoy it, so that's kind of like my audience at the moment is hardcore Trivium fans. That's really what I'm doing at the moment, which is pretty fun.
Cool. My name is Kate Lyons, and I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been on YouTube for about 2 months or so. I also mostly do music content, so I play acoustic guitar and do covers and originals. Unlike Curtis, I'm more of a sit down on the end of my bed and film something. Usually on the 50th take I'll get something I'm happy with. But yeah, so I'm sort of just starting up and getting into this, so that's me.
Yeah, so let's start off with, actually you got a microphone, you talk.
I was going to say,
I
yeah,
keep
so,
forgetting these mics. It's so easy.
it's very different from last year. Yeah, so that's us guys. You know our backgrounds now. Essentially we've got, you know, sort of the Jack of all trades channel, gaming, 2 music channels, one with sort of more of an insight as to how starting a channel is in today's day and age on YouTube, that being from Kate. So essentially guys, you know, we have a lot of things we could talk about. We could sit here and talk to you guys about, you know, how to start a channel, what the things are to look out for, all those bells and whistles. But obviously the best way to sort of get an insight out of this for you guys, we feel, is, you know, to start off with questions. If you guys have got any questions, you know, we're here to answer them. We've got, you know, some insights from the majority of fields. So that is essentially what we're here to do today. So of course we're going to get the ball rolling here by asking you guys, do you have any questions for us to get things started? Anything at all? And of course we do have chocolates available as well.
Yeah. If you ask a question, you get a chocolate.
Yeah.
If you don't ask a question, you get a chocolate anyway.
Phil?
Yes. That's a question, that's a chocolate.
And I'll ask a problem question. How are
commercialization of YouTube.
Anyone want to take the floor on this?
I'll go first. I suppose like the commercialization of YouTube actually helped me in some way. Like now that it's open to a more broad audience, I get a lot more like film gigs or like voice acting gigs and stuff. A lot of my channel is set up in two different ways. Half of it's like professional stuff. It's like about voice acting and like, professional filmmaking and that kind of stuff. And it's got all the like email links in there so people can hire me for stuff. And the other half's just like random crap that doesn't matter. But the professional side,
That you enjoy doing.
yeah, exactly. The professional side brings in a lot more like viewers from just like outside of YouTube, or like just people who are looking for work or like voice actors. So yeah, commercialization actually really helped me, which is I feel like the less common thing for YouTube right now. A lot of commercialization is putting people in the spotlight and making it worse. You got anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
We're gonna go down the lane.
exactly right. I mean, I guess the one aspect, there's two aspects of commercialization as far as YouTube is concerned for me. The first one being that, you know, as the talent pool on YouTube has grown, as more people have gone to join in on the YouTube community, obviously the competition has risen. Like more people are trying to beat each other as far as quality of content is concerned. And as a result of that, you know, more videos start looking more professional. Companies start getting more interested in the talent that's on YouTube, and as a result, there's a bit of commercialization in that front from sponsorships and that sort of thing. You've also got the whole sort of like the big TV shows. Like, you know, we've all seen. I'm sure we've all seen the YouTube, you know, Jimmy Fallon episodes on there nowadays, where you know you've got the big commercial, you know, the big commercial TV stations trying to dive in on the YouTube platform as well. I feel as though, like my personal thought on is, I'm not too much a fan of those big commercial TV shows diving on the platform, because at the end of the day I find it as a way for just your average Joe to be creatively, to put their creativity out there. So when you've got these big, you know, big TV productions sort of diving in on space and using the search algorithms to maximize their output there, it sort of tends to, in my opinion, sort of like oversaturate the market a little bit. But that's my personal opinion. Like again, the talent pool side of things I think is great. It encourages competition on YouTube, and that, you know, encourages other people to create better content. So it's a bit of a give or take for me personally.
Has your channel's growth?
Not for me personally, because I'm gaming, so there's not a whole lot of big gaming, you know, corporations out there that are creating new sort of corporate content. So I haven't been affected by that much. I have received sponsorship deals, and I have been, as I said, partnered with Wargaming, and that's helped me big time. So there's sort of like, yeah, it's helped me, but it helped me, and I haven't really seen any huge side effects in that regard.
You guys have anything to add?
Yeah, you got anything?
Anything else? So we covered everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Do you guys monetize your YouTube channels, or is it more about promoting yourselves?
Question, that's a good question.
Yeah. No, we're gonna start.
I remember.
This is what all of us can answer.
Short answer, yes. Long answer, also. Wait, no. Short answer, no. Long answer, also no. I don't monetize myself at all. Mainly because of just view count. I just don't see the point, because like monetization nowadays is really, you have to be very like PG or G, and I'm not a fan of that. I spend a lot on my channel. I say very inappropriate things. Like one of my series that I do on the channel is I just find comments on, in a PG way, adult websites, and read them out in funny impression voices. So monetizing my videos would be pointless because I wouldn't get any money anyway. I just do it for fun anyway, so it doesn't affect me at all. I have a job, so I can still provide for myself. I think you monetize, don't you?
I do monetize.
Do you?
Yeah. So yeah, I do monetize. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there who believe, like, there's some people out there who say, I won't monetize, I just don't put ads on my videos, but at the end of the day, YouTube's going to do that anyway. And I've sort of built up a following in a community nowadays where I'm not making bank off YouTube per se. I can't quit my job today and do it full time. But I can certainly, you know, it acts as a subsidiary income if I do well that month, especially around the Christmas time where, you know, CPMs go through the roof and things like that. Well, yeah, I have made slight purchases, like I'll get a new keyboard or I'll grab a new microphone or things like that. I have made upgrades to my rig through that alone in the past. So I personally monetize, but I definitely don't recommend making it the make or break of your channel. Like, always focus on creating quality content first, and then when you start to see the numbers roll through, then consider monetizing. But obviously, start with the passion first, then move down the line.
I can't monetize my stuff at all because what the format for my videos is I have the original recording of the song underneath my tracks that I've recorded over it, so you can still kind of hear. You can still kind of hear the song, but my tracks overpower it, so you're hearing what I'm actually playing more than everything else in the song. So no, I can't really. No, if it's because they have like some kind of algorithm kind of thing.
Copyright, yeah.
Copyright that will pick up the original recording. Even if you put the original recording really low in the mix, you can probably get away with it, but that means you can barely hear the original recording. You have your tracks overpowering everything. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. So my channel isn't yet big enough to actually be able to be monetized. You have to have a certain number of subs and a certain number of views on your channel. But yeah, so my understanding is that it's really complicated in covers. So certain like producers have agreements with YouTube where they allow cover songs, but some big artists have also had issues where they've all had all the covers taken down of a certain artist. So basically, if you really wanted to get into the legalities of it, you could, and you could be super, super careful, or you can kind of run the risk and upload things that may be taken down, and you just kind of have to deal with that, which is something that I'll have to be more aware of as my channel hopefully continues to grow.
I've got something.
Yeah.
Like for example, a band, the Arctic Monkeys. I don't know if you all heard of them, but they're pretty big these days. But they put out a new album a couple months ago, and what I try and do is learn the songs as quickly as possible, as well as possible, as the album comes out, because that's how you get the views. Is you get out as fast as you can, as well as you can. And the songs I put out, they were blocked automatically due to the copyright agreement that they obviously have with YouTube, that record label has with YouTube. Whereas the new when the other band, Trivium, that I do covers of, I covered their entire album, didn't get a single copyright, like they didn't block any of my videos or anything like that. So it can differ from different record companies. Yeah.
No, I'll sort of add to that as well, because I'll often in my gaming videos use a certain song for an intro, or I'll use a certain song for, say, an entire, montage per thing. So at one point I did a montage for a game where I used the Halo 2 soundtrack just for fun. Video was copyrighted video was copyright claimed, but could still be watched. But it was blocked in some countries. Because again, there's certain countries out there that have got really strict copyright laws on what can and can't be shown illegally. On that note, I've also had videos where I use my songs for intros. I've used AC/DC and things like that. The video will sometimes not get claimed, so sometimes the system will pick it up, sometimes it won't. But if you do get a copyright claim on a video and you decide to dispute it, and it's not going to be it's not a accurate dispute, it can actually have serious, implications on your channel, such as, copyright strikes that limit how long you can make an upload for, limit your thumbnail usage, that sort of thing. So you've got to be really careful with the whole copyright and monetization thing, just to make sure that you're not stepping on any toes of some really big toes for that matter. But yeah, good question, man.
Anyone else got any questions?
Any more questions, Tom? Quality, yeah.
Alright, good question. Quantity over quality, or quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I pick quality over quantity, but at the moment, this year, I've really struggled with making any content at all. I really had a rough time just putting anything out. So, currently, quantity over anything. Just so I can have a video out.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I started putting videos out regularly again 2 months ago, and then I missed a week. I was doing one video a week every time, and then one week I just forgot, missed it. And the next week came back, put another video out, like the next episode in the series. It just had half the view count of the previous ones in like the same amount of time. If you like stop for any amount of time, if you like go like throw your schedule off, it can actually really like be detrimental to your channel. It's really strange. I never recognized it until like I just started making nothing. And now it's really obvious.
Yeah, like for me, it's always going to be quality over quantity. Obviously, in the gaming sphere, especially when you're doing reviews for things and you're trying to keep up with how far. Like I don't do this full time, but you are going up against people who do it full time, so they're going to be at microphone. I don't know which microphone.
It's this one.
Okay. Yeah. So the obviously in the YouTube sphere, you've got to move really quick to make sure that you get out content fast, but to me, it's always about creating quality over quantity, because at the end of the day, someone can rush a video out and get it out to audiences faster. But if you create a video that is in higher production quality, you create it that's got, it's got better finesse to it, it's got some character, it shows off who you are as a content creator, and someone stumbles along that, they're going to be more likely to stick around. You're more likely to generate new subscribers. Like there's always that saying of, on YouTube, everyone is already doing what you want to do. Like, there's hundreds of millions of hours being uploaded every hour to YouTube of content. So in order to stay relevant, you need to do what someone else is doing, but better. So as a result of that, you always need to, in my opinion, it's always about focusing quality over quantity to ensure that you're not, shooting yourself in the foot, essentially. That's why personally, a game could come out, I want to review it, I'm not going to actually get around to posting the video until I feel as though it's ready to go, even if that means it's 3 weeks late. That's just my opinion, personally.
Alright, I definitely agree with quality over quantity. Like, there's a good example of like when a new song comes out, you see a whole lot of covers out straight away. Some of them are right, some of them are a bit sloppy. You can tell, and it's. So, like for this Trivium album, for example, the new song came out, and I didn't put a cover out for maybe a week, and then that was the video that really kicked off my channel for me. It's gotten to about, I know it's not really big numbers really, but it's gotten about nearly 16,000 views, which was really what kicked me off, got me going, and that was just a week. I spent a week getting it down and put it out. I waited until. It's good to be picky, and it's good to be a bit of a perfectionist about it.
Agreed.
Embrace that perfectionist side of you. If there's something a little off about it, go and fix it. If that means holding off uploading the video out for another 2 days, you fix it up, because in the long run you'll thank yourself for it. And that's what I did for like that whole Trivium album. I waited a couple of days or weeks after the album had come out, covered all the tracks over the next month and a half, and that's earned me like all these new subscribers. I've gotten good feedback from them just from taking that extra time to learn the songs over and over. Like I live with Lachlan. I don't know how many times do you reckon you've heard those songs from that album? I know every song by heart, and I'm not really into music at all. And that's just from me constantly playing the song over and over and over again. You gotta just keep going. But yes, Paul.
I would also agree that quality is important, but I think you've got to pay attention to who you're basing your quality standard off. So for me, as someone who's really new, I don't have a lot of experience in things like editing. I don't have top of the line equipment, so I need to put out content that I'm proud of the quality of, but I don't need to sort of compare that to someone with 1.5 million subs, because otherwise I'll just never upload anything because I'll go, oh, it's not good enough. So I think it is really important that you're really proud of what you're putting out, but compare it to where you're at and your experience and the rest of your channel, and sort of build off what you've got already, rather than sort of being intimidated by the really high quality videos that some other people might be putting out.
Any more questions, guys? Yes.
I noticed all of you are individuals. Group production, quality often comes from team play, not so much being an individual. Do you participate in teams anywhere, or?
That's actually an interesting one. Yeah.
I'll take it first. Yeah, do this down the line thing again.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah, like one of the other half of my channel, half of it is just voice videos that I really it's like impossible to do with a crew because it's just one person doing like here's how you sound like Kronk for members in your group. The other half of my channel comes from what I started it with. It was just like, filmmaking, like short films and sketches and stuff, and that's still what I do today. And yeah, absolutely, that's like all of that is always with like a full crew of people, a big group. The hardest part about group projects is two things, I suppose. One would be finding people who have the time, like everyone being available at the same time. And the other one would just be making sure everyone's just as involved, like everyone's into it and interested.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest part about any group project with YouTube especially, is you get a lot of people who want to collaborate with you, but they don't want to put in the effort of actually doing the work.
They're in it for the quick fame.
Yeah, kind of like any project in the world, kind of like an ISO project. Let's go from there, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find that the things that I work with a larger crew on the films always turn out far better than if it's just like a skeleton crew.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can like just bite the bullet and have a skeleton crew because there's just no one available and no time left to film anything. But yeah, no, I definitely prefer working in groups, and I really enjoy collaborating with like the members of the community. It's just it opens up your audience to other people as well, and everyone sort of gets to work together and be buddies.
Like what we did.
Yeah, it's like it's how any of us really know each other, except for me and Curtis, we just live together anyway. But that really helps with collaborating anyway, because now we just make a bunch of videos all the time. So it works really well. What do you think? Do you have anything else?
No, I was just going to say, obviously, in the gaming sphere, it's a bit of a different story for me. Like, I don't go out and film something. Like, all my work is done behind my desk, which means that for the most part, it's very solo-based. That said, though, there is the odd occasion where I will do a collaboration with another YouTuber who operates in the same sphere as me. Now, obviously, the gaming community is being worldwide. Time zones become a thing, and that often means a 4 a.m. wake up for me. Not fun at all. But that's sort of again on what Lachlan said on timing. Depending on what sphere you're in, and depending on what sort of medium you're trying to focus on with your teamwork sort of stuff, you are going to run into issues where you may have to make sacrifices as far as timing is concerned. I have pulled countless all-nighters to do collaborations with YouTubers who focus on the same game as I do, but they're based in America. And me being the minority, I've got to make a sacrifice there. So I also know of like gaming channels out there that do multiple people sitting there talking about one thing in a podcast like way and that sort of thing. So it's all about making sure you put in the same amount of effort. Say one person's proficient in editing, one person can do the voiceovers, one person can do the recording. If you've got it, working in a proper conveyor belt-like system, then you'll have a very nice production line, if you will, of videos. And as long as you keep the quality up, it can actually end up being I've seen it work fantastically, really effectively.
You guys got anything else to add? How would you guys do teamwork with like music stuff?
Yeah.
It would have
How
to
would
be.
you two collab with each other?
I think with music stuff, people aren't going to really collaborate with you unless you got the chops to do it. So you have to like be good at what you're doing, like not just like have the video good, but what you're playing sound good, good enough that people want to work with you. I can't really talk too much about the collaboration kind of aspect because it's really just a one-man show for me. I do everything myself, that kind of thing, and I haven't really gotten around to collaborating with people. So that's really not in my head at the moment. I've still like got songs I want to do. That's really the forefront of it. Like I've collaborated with Lachlan and stuff. I've written music for him, and he's then put silly vocals on it. So, but that's because he likes my style. He likes what I can do. He thinks I've got the chops to do it. If I didn't have the chops, he wouldn't ask me.
I like that.
Any more questions, guys?
So if not, we do have something to talk about.
We do it,
Figure
yeah.
it's easier to just get stuff from you, so we don't just talk about nothing.
So you guys might have always said this before, turn around, so I haven't come in. But when you guys are dealing with like demonetization, you guys get affected more with what you do, or that sort of thing. Because I've seen a lot of YouTube accounts at the moment that are getting demonetized because they might swear or they might have something like, you know, someone, or they will do, probably not what you guys do, but they'll react to This is America or something, and so then their video gets demonetized.
Yeah.
Are you guys suffering from that same sort of thing, or?
We had a similar question, but it's sort of a question. I don't mind saying the same thing more than once. I'll talk forever. Do you, like we talked before? I think the other person here who really makes any money from YouTube is Canberra. But the demonetization I have noticed among like the community in general is people are just more cautious of making anything,
Yeah.
which is really odd. And it's also, I think it's confused a lot of people about what like fair use and copyright terms really are. Because a lot of React channels still get monetized, even though they're just taking a video and putting it on like in the corner of their video.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, it's just, so I've always found it to be a little shady. I don't really enjoy doing it. No, I don't do it at all. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't enjoy watching it, stuff like that. It's just feels like stealing or feels dishonest.
Yeah.
But I forgot what else I was going to say, so I'll just move on. Screw it.
Yeah, like obviously with the demonetization thing, you know, stepping in and influencing some channels. Me personally, I do not have, I don't make enough money from YouTube to warrant me making creative decisions that focus around the income. Like at the end of the day, if I want to make a video that has this copyrighted song in it, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, so it's more about you guys having fun and actually enjoy what you're doing besides
Yeah.
making money from it.
Yeah.
Like at this,
Back in the old days, where people actually enjoyed making content.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I think it's like I think I can speak for all of us in the sense that, we're not at a state yet where we consider this a career. We can't quit our full-time jobs and go ahead and make money off of this thing. So at the end of the day, we're not going to make creative decisions focusing on cash. Like, because there's no point in doing such a thing if you think it's if you missed out on a cool idea. Just because you're worried about getting demonetized. At the end of the day, getting demonetized doesn't mean that your channel hurts. You just lose the revenue and it goes to somebody else. Simple as that.
Plus, swearing is fun.
Well, yeah.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Anything else to add, guys? Are you good? We kind of covered most.
No, I was just going to say, like, I'm not really worried about any kind of monetization stuff at all. Like, it's purely just, I just want to do it. I don't care if if it ever gets money. It's just something I really just enjoy doing. I might get a bit frustrated doing it, editing and stuff like that. But like, it's like when I put the video out at the end of the day and I see like that's my work, I'm playing that. It's like, damn, good on you, mate. Those hours, good on you, man. Let's do another one. That's the reason why I do. I don't look towards any kind of monetization stuff. If it happens, if that's the path you end up taking, whatever. But I think worry more about your enjoyment of it over all the monetization kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Something I've always respected about the way you make videos, is like you've got passion in it, but you get so stressed, so frustrated about everything. So as we said, we live together, so I can hear every single editing problem he has, and it's loud and smashy. He's gone through 4 different computer mouses just recently, just since he started making regular content.
I knew that was going to come into
The amount of
play.
frustration that goes through the editing process for
me.
because you're like a music guy rather than like an editor of film stuff. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting to see.
So if like one note, so if like one note's off,
Scrap.
I'm fuming.
Do you guys have problems with Adobe at the moment?
With which one, sorry?
Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Pinnacle boy. Pinnacle.
yeah, Pinnacle.
Pinnacle,
Pinnacle. Yeah.
Sony
What do you think, sir? Out of curiosity.
more sort of documentary conversation.
Yeah, cool.
Nothing
Yeah.
It's alright.
semi.
My favorite style of filmmaking is documentary. I just use it in a more scripted way. Just make a bunch of mockumentary stuff. So much fun. Documentary style is very helpful and very easy to use. That's great. Do you want to shout out where we can find you? Are you good?
All right then. Any more questions, guys?
Yeah, and you, You people, you guys want chocolate? You want chocolate? You ask a question.
Yeah.
Ask a question, you get a chocolate. Or don't. I'll give you one anyway. I don't actually care.
Sorry? What's it like being a YouTuber? Yeah, it's a simple question. Damn, that's, you know.
Damn.
That's actually one of the toughest questions out there because, you know, it's like, I think if anything, you know, Kate, you might be the best person to answer this because, you know, we've been doing it for a while now to the point where it's just a part of our everyday lives. Like, we just, you know, we just do it. Like, yeah, I'd like to hear from a new person's perspective, actually.
Sure. So you guys just walked in, so I haven't been making YouTube videos very long at all. Is that on? No. Now it's on.
There we go.
So I'm new to YouTube. And I guess especially as a musician, people talk about like the YouTube stigma. Because if you're someone who's making content and posting it online rather than just, like I go busking and play gigs and stuff as well, but if you're seen to be sort of part of the YouTube community as well, people can sort of look down on that as if it's something really lame. I've even had mates at uni sort of poke a bit of fun at me being like, oh, how's your YouTube channel going? And like, you know, I'm proud of what I put out there and I like the opportunity for people I've never met to come across my music in a way that they couldn't if I was just like the gigs that I play. You know, they can be from overseas and come across a cover that I'm playing, and I think that's really cool. So I think sometimes you just gotta kind of ignore what other people think a little bit, especially starting up when people say it's a kind of lame thing that you're doing. Yeah, so I guess, you know, some people respect it and they're like, oh, it's so cool, like good on you for having a go. And other people are like, oh, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, no, like, I remember starting out, I was like, you often got a whole lot of crap from mates, like, oh, putting yourself out on the internet like that, what are you doing with yourself, like, can I get a job? But like, I think, like, the best part about being a YouTuber, if you will, is not just creating content and being able, like, not just creating content, but it's also the community that you meet through creating content. Like, I think, like, I've got a Discord server at the moment with, you know, about 100 or so people in it, and we're all good mates. Like, I didn't know these people prior to me doing YouTube. Some of them are really, really new additions to my community, but at the end of the day, we all have now gotten to know each other. They hang out quite regularly, and it allows you to build up these communities that, you know, you consider to be mates. That's good fun.
Is this the same question or a new one?
Same question.
Oh, sweet. I haven't got anything, you know.
My favourite
game. Or everyone's favourite game? Or your favourite game?
No, I'm not going to.
Now I'm going to.
Favourite game, Struth.
My favourite game is The Witcher 3 because
My boy.
I am a bad person who spends too much time playing games and more time than I should be because I should be working. On videos. I've made Curtis laugh because of, there's a really great YouTube channel out there. If you guys are really bored one day and you'll get mad, there's a guy on YouTube, some American, Canadian guy, I think it is, called Dishonored Wolf, and he basically makes review videos, but his arguments are terrible and he can't quite form sentences properly, so it's just like train of thought, emotional anger, except for The Witcher 3 and Ori and the Blind Forest. Those are the two best things ever. He loves them. Everything else is terrible. It's so much fun to watch because you just get mad watching it.
So it's like an injury.
Yeah.
This is why he's laughing. What's your favourite game, Cam?
This is a hard one. I feel as though with my partnership with Wargaming, I'm inclined to say World of Warships, but I don't want to say that.
Just look in the camera, say it, cut it,
Yeah, cut it down.
and then say wrong.
Look, it's a tough one. Because I play a lot of games. Like a lot of games. I think we are.
Hey.
Look, as far as like the competitive shooter goes, it's not Fortnite. I'm a PUBG guy for sure, like for competitive shooters. But like as far as like games that I've played over and over again in the past and really, really loved, definitely goes to either Fallout New Vegas, because I played that about 5 times over, and Red Dead Redemption. Beautiful games. Beyond that, like PlanetSide 2 is also an awesome shooter as well. I love it. So yeah, those are my favourites probably. And any of the Bethesda games I love too. Skyrim as well. So those are my favourites. Have you got anything, sir?
Halo 2.
Oh boy.
The end.
Do you play? What do you
Kate's
like?
a huge fan of Tetris.
I'm I'm sorry, I don't really play many games. My favourite ones are probably the ones that I used to play with my brothers growing up. They were always older and better than me, but just like stuff like, I don't know, we used to play RuneScape and sit across the room from each other. And lots of Mario Kart and just kind of fun stuff like that. But unfortunately, I'm not really much of a gamer these days.
I have a question based off that question. Your you guys' favorite games and movies and stuff, does it influence the way you make videos? Does it influence like the cinematography or anything you put in there? Because I know for me, mine just changes depending on what I'm watching at the time.
Well,
I've got a real sweet spot for like noir, anything black and white. Yeah, I can make that. It'll be fine. And then it turns out slightly worse.
for me, like obviously for me, I'm a gaming YouTuber, so I need to differentiate my editing. Take care. Okay, no worries at all. Take care. Cool, thank you. Yeah, for me, it sort of differentiates on what the game is, my editing style. So, if I'm playing a shooter, faster paced cuts, or warships, slower paced, that's what it is. That's how that influences my editing, for sure. Would the music you're listening to sort of influence how you cut it?
No, it's all edited. It's all edited the same. It's kind of just I stumbled upon a shot I liked and I stuck with it really, and it worked. So the closest kind of thing that influences any kind of would be like music videos, or like sometimes bands will do playthroughs of their song. So like they're miming the song, but you can see like them playing it. And usually like, they'll be sitting down playing it. That's the closest.
Cool.
No, you do?
Yeah. I was gonna say, even just like the channels that you're enjoying at the time, like you can look at how other people go about even stuff like title sequences, or I love when videos have like you get to the end of the video and the screen goes black and it's black for maybe 3 seconds, and if you're keen enough to wait for those 3 seconds, there's like some little tiny funny editing blip or blooper or whatever at the end, and I love stuff like that. So I like putting that in my videos. Like it's cheesy, but I guess, yeah, just I see what I enjoy as a viewer and try and not copy it directly from other people's videos because that's dodgy, but like try and incorporate some of those things that I hope people who watch my videos will like as well.
Sorry about those guys, by the way. There is a clear sound bias here. We'll be discussing it. Is there any more questions? Anything? You say.
I guess it complex this question I mean asked, but what is the process you do when creating a video? Like, how do you start?
Like concept to release?
Yeah.
Like a whole process?
Okay, yeah, right.
Brief as possible.
This is going to be
As brief as possible. Mate, we got like half an hour left. Alright, who's ready to be here until tomorrow?
We've got like 4 different processes.
This might, I'll be quick so that you guys can take all the time. Yeah, my process is mostly just trawling through other YouTube stuff and seeing what I can make that'll annoy someone recently. Yeah, like 3 different processes for videos. I've got voice stuff, and that's done by usually the requests. Any like one of the comments that requesting a new voice impression that they want to learn, then I have to go out and learn and then figure out how to do, and then show them how to do. The hardest part about that is trying to figure out the words to tell someone how to change their voice. So there's a lot of practice that goes into that, just sitting, finding some time when no one else is in the house, so I don't sound like a crazy guy speaking in different voices and trying to figure out how they sound compared to a real voice. And then just the next part of that is easy. Just like set up the camera, film it, edit it out. It's very simple editing. Done. The filmmaking stuff is much harder, or much more complicated, I guess, because it's just about figuring out something that I haven't done yet, or something that I haven't seen before, double checking that it's not just an idea that I saw someone else make years ago and I was just taking credit for it in my own brain. And then actually just writing a script, finding actors, setting the shoot, editing everything, shooting everything, then finally putting it all out and all that stuff. And then the last one is, I guess, like my other content, which is mostly just making satire over YouTube, like community, where I just find something that annoys me and find a way to make it into like a funny, annoying thing to do. Like one of my favorite ones I did was everyone's doing big reaction videos. You know, everyone find like a new trailer that comes out and everyone reacts to the biggest cool trailer.
I remember this.
There was the Avengers Infinity War trailer came out. It was huge. So I got a different clip. I got the clip from Lego Dimensions Teen Titans Go and played that and reacted to it like it was the Avengers. And just made it up as I went along and just sort of, yeah, just had fun.
Yeah.
And those videos are my favorite because I've just got a cheeky grin on my face all the time. And they're also just really easy. It's just finding something that annoys me and just going from there.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Cam,
Oh, God.
can you guys actually hear us with all them in the background? I
Yeah,
honestly
cool.
can't tell because I can't hear anything.
Get up, big guy.
Yeah, exactly right. So for me, it's a little bit different. Obviously, for me, I've got to have an idea for a video first. So I'll say, I'm going to review this, or I'm going to do a conversation about this. Next step for me is, before I even write the script, before I even, go about doing any sort of like behind-the-scenes work, I'll go into the game and start filming. Whether that be, doing my research as to what works best, doing my research for what I need to cover in a game review or what I need to cover in a weapon review, things like that. Basically, I go in, do my research, get my gameplay, that sort of thing. Now, based on those findings, then I'll start to write up my script, which end up being essays sometimes. It's not fun. So going write my script, then comes the commentary phase where I'll obviously read off the script, but there are some times where I'll just do a commentary off of the gameplay. Like I'll just do a straight live commentary on the gameplay. So obviously there'll be times where I just skip the script writing process. I tend to do that a little bit when I'm feeling a little bit lazy. I just sort of jump straight into doing commentary off the bat. It makes it feel a little bit organic, a little bit more organic at times. So I'll have a serious style video and a more relaxed style of video, of course. And then, of course, there's the editing stage, and that easily takes me the most amount of time. I need to sift through my gameplay, find the parts that I want to use so people don't know about the games I play. I need to, put the commentary in. I need to do the intro. I need to, do my post-production. I need to do my graphic design because I'll use overlays and infographics for the videos sometimes, which can take me a while as well. The editing can easily take up to 8 hours of my time. So the process of actually, putting all the pieces together, I think, is the most crucial part, for me at least, of a YouTube video. Because, all the parts alone don't make a good video. It's when you bring it all together that creates a good final product. And then, of course, you've got your thumbnail after that, and then you upload the end result. So,
Do you do commentary as you're playing, or is it all after?
most of my commentary is done after, because I stream on Twitch. I like to keep my live commentary stuff on my Twitch, because I used to do that sort of style of video before I got into Twitch, but I felt as though you can do live style commentary better on Twitch, because not only are you doing what you would be doing on YouTube regularly, but you're also interacting with viewers live at the same time. You can interact with the chat. You can ask the chat, "Hey, what do I do in this situation?" Or you can get their input, and it creates a more lively environment, I feel, for that style of content. So I think Twitch has really sort of taken that style of content from YouTube and made it better. So I think that's sort of the more key. Process.
What was the process?
Basically, the process of creating content. Yeah.
Alright, well, it's not simple. So I do like YouTube song covers and stuff like that, and I try to get it as close as I can to the studio recording. So it's not just like me just sitting there, one guitar. There's like numerous different guitar tracks in there. There'll be one track panned left, one track panned right. There'll be a melody guitar in the center, maybe even a harmony guitar in that. And you've got to learn. I learned all that, trying to figure out what's playing on the left channel, what's playing on the right channel, what's playing in the center. Is there anything are these guitars double tracked? So and that's kind of like I do like the recording part of it. So in my videos, it's all recorded prior. So I sit down because it's all in my bedroom. My bedroom's not got very good lighting, so I record it all in there. I've got I spend hours in there. Try to get as good take as I can get it sounding close to what a studio album would sound like, and then I'll go out. I'll find the good shot in the lounge room. I found the good shot, and I use it every single video, and then I'll replay what I've done. So I've kind of I'm lip syncing in a way. but I'm playing exactly what I've recorded, exactly the way I've played it, just with better lighting. And then I go and sync that audio up. So it's kind of like, it turns into like a music video, like kind of playthrough thing. And that can take days. Because you've got to replay what you recorded.
I guess even as another sort of cover musician, my process is pretty different to Curtis's. There's a lot of people out there doing acoustic covers of songs, so I am one of many people. And so rather than trying to replicate what's in the studio recording, I'm trying to come up with this sort of individual way of playing the song so that I can distinguish myself from other people playing that same song. So I'll listen to something and be like, yeah, this is really cool, I want to play this, and then listen to it for ages until I sort of know that version, and then it's a process of trying to come up with my own cover. So I might look at what other people have done and kind of mash up what other people have thought to do, or just pick up my guitar if it's a song that is not done on the instrumentation I'm doing, and then just try and make it work with what I've got. And also, because I do everything live, as I would at a gig, it's kind of that kind of style. I'm trying to come up with something that I could just play live as well. So yeah, I guess from that point of view, it's pretty different.
Thank you. Anything else? We got like time for one more, probably. Favorite part? Let's start from that end because it's more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been this way the whole time.
That's Lachlan's way of saying give me more time to think about the question.
There's no fun part.
The most fun part of YouTube, I think, for me, it's just forcing myself to learn new songs in ways that I'm really proud of performing. So I do a lot of busking, and it's quite easy to just learn a really basic cover of something that sounds alright and it's fine, and people will be like, oh yeah, that's quite nice, but it's not something you're really proud of. And I think for me, putting something out there that's going to stay exactly like it is up online, I love that it pushes me to be more creative in what I'm doing. So I guess, yeah, for me, that's more of like a personal thing. Yeah. What about you, Curtis?
What was the question, sorry?
Best part about YouTube.
Fun part. It's on, isn't it? Yeah. The satisfaction I get when I see the video up there, and it's like, damn, that's me playing that. Like, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Like it sounds good. Like that's it. Like I don't care what everyone else is talking. If I'm satisfied, like that's why I do it. So I'm happy with it.
For me, it's definitely about the community, meeting people that you share the same passion with, meeting people that you might not have met beforehand, who have really cool stories and have their insights as to what you're talking about. Like, to me, that's what makes YouTube great. Like, it's you can create a video at any time at your home and not publish it anywhere. But the difference with publishing it to YouTube for me is the community, the people that you get to interact with. So that's what makes it for me personally.
Well, now I feel bad. Oh, you turned it off.
Okay, yeah.
Now I feel bad because that was a really wholesome and lovely answer. And my answer is very selfish comparatively. My favorite part about being a YouTuber is just showing off, really. I really enjoy just like the creative process and making something and then just having it out there. Be like, look at this cool thing I did, or look at this really cringy thing I did 2 years ago. Or this really cringy thing I did last week if you're annoying me. I just really enjoy just having like an outlet for creativity. I don't really care about the feedback particularly. I just enjoy being able to show off to people. That's a good way to end it. Now I just look like a...
We haven't been kicked out yet.
That's true, we haven't been kicked out yet. If there's any more questions, please shout them out all at once and we'll try and answer all of them at the same time.
What colour are your underwear?
This feels like one of those security questions. Like figuring out a password. I want to say grey. Because it's the truth and I trust you with my security password.
With your date of birth?
Grey also.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember.
No,
check.
I'm not checking it out.
Is this camera? You'll be fine.
Anyhow.
I don't know. Looks like... Is that code?
Yes.
microphone do you guys use?
Ah, a real question.
Ah.
That was a real question.
Yes.
But that's a better question.
Gear.
Yeah, gear. Here we go. We haven't touched
Do you
on
want like a
gear
full
yet.
gear list or just microphone?
Voice acting.
That is true.
So I'm thinking maybe sure SM7B seems to be a popular choice.
Stop telling me. It's very helpful. I just keep forgetting to check
Yeah.
So I was like, hey guys, how you doing? I have 3 microphones I use, and it depends on what I'm doing at the time. So if I want very crisp audio with nothing in the background, no like big sounds or anything, no pops, very clean stuff, I have a Yeti stereo mic, or Yeti something. No, not, oh yeah, Blue Yeti. Yeti, big thing. It's
Yeah, I've got the same mic.
yeah, it's lovely. And then if I want to just like sit back and make a bunch of noise, just like do silly noises. I've got a video in the works where I just take one of Curtis' videos and get rid of all his audio and just put my own audio in there. So I like make all his guitar noise with my own face. And I'm using an A2020 for that one. It's just nice and it just picks up more noise, more like guttural grossness. So I can just go like,
Is that a condenser mic?
yeah, they're all USB. So they're all good. And then I've got this the H1 Zoom, and that's for if I'm doing a video where I'm standing up in the room. That's just my only option, really, because the other ones have really short tripods, and I only have any options.
Soundproofing at all?
I should, but I don't, because I record in my living room, because it's the only good place in the house with lighting. If ever I'm going to like do gig stuff, I record. I find like a nice little spot, just like cover myself in a blanket and film in there. That's the most soundproofing I have. Other than that, equipment-wise, it's pretty guerrilla when it comes to microphones. It's fun. I did uni. I went to uni for filmmaking. There was one class that I did not get to do because they took it off the roster next semester when I was going to do it, was sound design. Everything else I can do fine. Cinematography, perfect. Lighting, great. Sound? I don't know. I can't even turn a microphone on, as we've seen.
Sorry?
It's adorable you think I have fans. I do. There's one.
No, that's sweet. I think I thought you were John Lennon from Wings.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite one actually. Yeah, I really like to make fun of people in my own comment section when they're being annoying. So a guy in the comments before mentioned that I look like it's Paul McCartney, not John Lennon. He just said I look like Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
So I just went like, from Wings? Awesome. He's like, no, from the Beatles. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in Wings, not the Beatles. And I love just going back and forth with people like that. It's my most fun thing. Do you guys want to answer the equipment questions? I feel like you guys have more things to add than that. Yeah, we got enough time for like these 2 questions at once.
I'll also, yeah, sure. Okay, so as far as equipment goes, I use a Blue Yeti microphone for recording. I have no soundproofing, I have no pop filter yet, which is really, really bad. I should get that sorted, but it gets the job done if I angle it correctly, and it's still a really, really good microphone. I just use it for everything nowadays. And as far as, what was the other question? The weirdest fanning camera?
Weirdest fanning camera.
Like, I haven't had a weird one at this point, but I have had someone like come up to me and, you know, come say hello at PAX, and that was really, really cool. So I think that's the closest that I've got.
No, I'd say I'm your weirdest fan.
You're the weirdest fan? I mean, you have like walked up to me at conventions, just like started recording. It was really funny. That has happened before.
You guys, equipment?
What was the equipment?
Equipment first.
I have a mic, but I don't use it.
List.
Oh, full list?
Oh god.
No.
Yeah.
This will take up the next hour and a half.
I got a mic, but I don't use it. I'm very worried about sound, and I have a really loud amplifier. I've got like a 100-watt like Marshall amp in my house, and we live in a duplex. So I bought this piece of gear that basically digitally simulates a cabinet, like an amp cab. So I'll plug the amp into this little load box thing, and it simulates a microphone. So I'm going line in. And you can get almost, it's a professional like tool, like real musicians use it and stuff like that. So it's like you're getting a really good sound out of it. I haven't. No, I don't want to.
He's too afraid.
I'm too afraid to go into that. So yeah. So basically, all the camera audio that I capture, that's all music. Because all you can hear is just strings getting plucked. So it's all just the audio that I've recorded prior is then overlapped on top. So I don't use a microphone at all, except when I do acoustic stuff for long.
Then it's all just micro minute.
I have only just got a separate mic to my camera, so I'm just starting out. I bought a Zoom H1N, which I'm pretty stoked about because for me that's like, you know, a huge step up in sound quality from just using my camera. But something we were talking about just quickly when we were talking about stuff we could discuss on the panel was that you don't actually need fancy equipment to start. It can be really intimidating. You hear you see the video quality and you hear the sound quality in other people's videos, and you sort of go, oh well, what do I have that I could, you know, ever post anything up? And it can be really expensive, but I think, you know, just get out there with what you've got. Lots of people start on their smartphones now. You know, iPhones have amazing cameras and stuff. And you know, if you persevere with it, then maybe that's the time to start.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Cool. Take kids.
Unfortunately,
I talk about microphones and sound.
Right?
yeah, that's a good point.
That's 3:30, so
Yeah.
we have to leave.
Unfortunately, guys, yeah, we are all done for the day. With that said, though, if you guys got any more questions for us out in front, I know I'd be personally happy to hang around and have a chat with anybody.
We're also on these things,
Yeah, so
which we should have mentioned.
Yes, our links are in the back, guys. So yeah, feel free to follow us or contact us on any of these social medias. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
Get a photo of the whole
Get a
screen.
photo. Yeah, so again, any questions, feel free to come see us. We'd be more than happy to answer them. But yeah, guys, thanks for your company today. It's been awesome chatting with you guys.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you for your company, guys.
There's one chocolate left.
One chocolate.
I just throw it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Check business card, mate.
Thanks very much.
Oh, I feel like a pen. I can cross yours out. You like mine? Fill the other pen.